Hey everybody, welcome to OneUpDS.com's One Up Weekend Live edition. My name is Toa. How are we doing today? Ah,
What's up?
I
What's
don't know.
real?
Fix it. Go ahead and talk so I can make sure I can hear you okay.
Can you hear me?
You're a little low.
Can you hear me now?
Now talk.
How about now?
There you go.
Okay.
Flat piece towards your face.
Meh.
So it has been we have not gotten all the chats up, so if you're trying to chat, I'm sorry. I am working on that. It's also been working all day because, well, Ragnarok. Uh, you do not have permissions. Well, crap, you don't have permissions. I gave you permissions. I'll have to fix this. So while I fix this, and he eats chicken,
No, I try not to eat while we're on the show.
I don't think anybody cares.
Well, I care.
Well,
I'm odd like that.
let's see if I can't connect this now.
So I hope everyone had a good weekend. I did. It was full of trailers, except for that one trailer I hate.
Still can barely hear you for some reason.
How am I talking that loud?
Oh, okay. I was like, you're kind of whispering.
Well, I was talking about a trailer I hate, thus I don't talk loud.
Which trailer do you hate?
You get two guesses.
Iron Sky 1.
No.
Iron Sky 2.
Let me rephrase. It was a trailer from something that's coming out soon.
Oh, well, I don't know. There's so many trailers that came out, I don't know which ones that you actually hate.
Okay, hate is a strong word. I'm disappointed in what the hell I see.
Oh, well,
We'll talk about it in a minute. Finish getting the chat.
could it be Justice League?
It would probably be Justice League, yes.
I didn't think it was that bad.
I didn't think it was that good.
Fair enough.
I'm not looking for not bad. I had not bad with Batman and Batman Returns, and I'm looking for actual good.
Well, I can't help you there. Why are you not? Oh. Uh-oh.
What?
No, not you. Me.
You said uh-oh.
I said uh-oh because I think I forgot to do something.
Uh-oh. See, I can do it too.
I'm trying to figure out why I can't get the chat up, and
Sorry, I'm looking at the poster from Infinity War from San Diego Comic-Con.
ah,
Well, for one, it's got Cap with a beard, and two, it's got a gray-haired Scarlet Witch. I mean, a gray-haired fucking Black Widow.
ooh.
That is everybody.
There's Mantis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very Strange, Nebula, Gamora, Tony, Black Panther. Yeah, War Machine, Winter Soldier.
It's
Hawkeye,
got
Spider-Man.
Captain America with the beard on. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's in the footage they showed at Comic Con that you're not supposed to be able to see, but I saw really shitty footage of earlier.
And
Oh, it looks fucking amazing. Even with the shitty ass angle I saw,
it's supposed to be released today.
it's not.
Probably not, but it's supposed to be.
No, they're not gonna release that for a while. You'll probably get that when you go see Thor Ragnarok.
Ugh.
Like you needed more reason to go see Thor Ragnarok.
That looks really, really good.
I think the movie itself wasn't enough for you to watch it. Look, I'm Thor. Do we have a fight? Yes, I won. That doesn't sound right.
Well, we're going to be reviewing that here in a minute. So if you're on our Facebook stream and you're watching us, which
You're boned.
I'm trying to figure out why our chat suddenly is not working. So give me a minute on that.
2S boned.
I know our YouTube chat should be working.
2S boned.
Why? Why is it gotta be that?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't understand. It should be connecting just fine. That makes no sense.
This does not exist or not enough. permission.
Not enough permissions, which means something that like I didn't give it permission, but I know I did.
Do you have to give it permission before you go live?
No.
Do you have to reconnect with the account?
Well, if I do that, it kills everything.
Well, that's a problem.
It is a problem, and I don't want to do that. But I know, I mean, I just got to figure out why it's not connecting, because I did it the other day for our stream, so.
Yeah, I'm going to need that poster too.
Which poster?
The one from Infinity Wars. I also need the Thor one. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, that was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need all those posters too. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So we are going to take a look at a couple of the trailers that came out from San Diego Comic-Con. It was a lot of news that came out of San Diego Comic-Con. Even Disney came out and some stuff there with their D23 they brought over. Wreck-It Ralph and Incredibles 2, which was great because they're like, Samuel L. Jackson, and everybody was like, ah! I was hoping he would be on stage and be like, where is my super suit? And he didn't do it, but you know.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Now the question is, are they bringing back in the Avengers Infinity War? Are we going to see Samuel L. Jackson again?
Yeah.
I didn't see him in the poster, so. But I also didn't see him really. This was a while back, but I didn't look to see if he was confirmed on the actual credits.
Samuel L. Jackson's okay. Well, we can start that because I spent the entire day going over all kinds of shit from SDCC. Sam Jackson's definitely back for Captain Marvel. I'm assuming he's back for Infinity War as well. He's definitely back for Captain Marvel because Captain Marvel, for hilarity's sake, is set in the 90s.
So we're going back in time a little bit.
Well, we're going back in time a lot of it.
Well,
we're talking early 90s, so you know my high school age.
Don't know why, but I can barely hear you. I don't know if maybe it's.
How about now?
Maybe it's upside down.
I want to change it.
Spin the flat the other way.
How's this?
Oh, that's way better. Well, you had it sideways so that we could hear you, but now I can hear you in my ear. Fine, disconnect. And then I will wait for it to do that. And I will connect it.
How's my audio now, guys?
Oh. Are you watching the Facebook chat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, at least
Yay, people can hear me now. That's awesome. But yeah, Captain Marvel set in the 90s. It's got Nick Fury with 2 eyes. So it's before his horrific accident that caused him to be Patch. And this is the fun part. She is fighting Skrulls.
So, we're going to have squirrels, eh?
No, not squirrels. You chipmunk-eared bastard. Skrulls. Skrulls.
I know they're making Squirrel Girl. That's what
they're making Squirrel Girl into a TV show.
I know. That's pretty much says squirrels.
Chipmunk-eared motherfucker.
What?
No, Skrulls. Skrulls are a shape-shifting alien race known to shape-shift and take over certain people in certain storylines. They're also was formerly thought to be owned by fucking Fox with Fantastic Four. Apparently that is not the case. So we get to see Captain Marvel fight a bunch of Skrulls, then probably fly off into space to go, you know, be Captain Marvel around the goddamn galaxy and make her grand appearance to stomp fuck some Thanos. Or attempt to stomp fuck some Thanos. Stomp fucking Thanos. Not really that easy. Which is why I was almost late for the show, because I was having a conversation with a guy at work after I got off about what was going to happen in Infinity War versus Infinity War Part 2, and who was going to survive, and what he thought was going to happen, and I got to correct him on some shit. Oh yeah, they're totally body snatchers. They're body snatchers and power mimickers. So if they have people who actually have powers, they can mimic those too.
There's one that had all of the Fantastic Four's abilities.
Which is part of why the confusion was, because technically that character, the Super Skrull, is part of the contract with Fantastic Four. So everyone assumed that because that Skrull was, every other Skrull was. But it doesn't work that way. The actual alien race is still part of the Marvel Universe and apparently has been for years. So they've just been saving it.
Didn't they bring it in a little bit in the Shield?
They brought in the Kree, which is who these Skrulls normally fought.
Right, but they did say...
They said that they fought a different race of shapeshifters. They never actually...
Right, they never actually said the name?
Nope. So, yeah, so we're going to have Captain Marvel in the 90s with probably lots of fucked up goddamn hair from the 90s and music from the 90s, which I may enjoy a lot, actually.
It takes us back.
Well, I enjoy the way Marvel does their soundtracks. Like, I enjoy every song, everything from the Thor trailers. Like, they keep pulling old '70s rock hits, and it's fucking badass. Feels really nice. They did it for Guardians of the Galaxy, both their soundtracks. Although now he has a Zune, I don't know what's gonna happen now.
Yeah, no.
Probably have Britney Spears.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean,
I'm sure he'll love it.
I'm pretty sure a lot of the old labels were like, "Woo, our stuff's hot again," and now they brought it to Zune and went, "Crap!"
No. You can
It's
still have old
the
tunes in
return of
Zune.
the Backstreet Boys.
God, I hope not. If they work Backstreet Boys,
If
into
he starts
those-
going around, "Oops, I did it again," to Britney Spears,
you know
busting
good
out.
and damn well if Chris Pratt did that shit, you'd laugh your ass off.
I would, because
I
expect him at the end of the Thanos. Bye, bye, bye. You know.
Oh no! At the end of Thanos, he's gonna be. I can't feel my legs. No one gets a cheery celebration when Thanos leaves.
So during Good Morning America, they had the guy who plays Hulk and the guy who plays Don Cheadle and
War Machine and Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo, and unfortunately, Mark Ruffalo. I haven't watched it because I kind of didn't want spoilers, but he led on to what was going to happen in Infinity War. Now, if you're an avid comic book fan, you kind of have an idea which way they're going to go. Nah, he already knows where they're roughly going to go. But he said some things. He said some things into it, and then you could see when he looked over at his publicist, and there was a huge story on this because he looked over at the Marvel rep that they always bring to filter the questions and have the conversation. He go, "Oh, am I in trouble? Oh,
What did he say?
basically everybody dies."
Well,
duh. Well, yeah, I mean it's duh for that, but he went into some details about certain characters that may or may not be in the next film, and so on. But it was still for a lot of people who were not comic book fans. You kind of led on a little further movie than they really wanted you to know. So
to be fair, I guarantee you that you will see every character you love die in the first movie, damn near, because that's what Thanos does to start the Infinity Gauntlet, to start the war. He kills like 2/3 of the known galaxy by snapping his fingers. That means characters you love are going to die instantly. And then he proceeds to hand kill a shit ton of superheroes. They get brought back, but you're still going to see them die. So he didn't. I mean, yeah, it's a secret if you have not read the story, but the story is 23 years old, 24 years old now. So, spoiler alert, Thanos kills some people. He brings in some friends to also kill some people. And technically, Kevin Feige's already said that after Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2, nothing's going to be the same.
yeah,
Contracts are running out. People have signed on for extra movies just to get to this point. Like, I assume several people are toast. I assume Cap is toast. I assume Tony Stark might be toast. And then there's the footage from D23 and San Diego Comic-Con from the actual stuff for Infinity War. It looks like Tony gets his ass handed to him horrifically by a certain purple-skinned bastard.
yeah, well,
But that was a really funny trailer, even from the horrifically shitty angle I watched it at. Like literally, they snuck a camera in through the footage, because they make you check your camera before you go in.
right.
But someone has snuck in a video camera to record it. It's shooting up from underneath, from behind the seat in front of him. It's at like a 45-degree angle, and it's like 3/4 of the screen. So whatever's happening on the right side, you can't see shit of.
Right.
You can't see, if someone's on the far right side of the screen, you can see their cheek. But what it starts off with is the Guardians tooling around the galaxy, and they get a bug that spiders under their window, a Chris Hemsworth shaped Thor-sized bug. He gets woken up, gets ready to fight, and then we start into the Thanos is here, and yeah, it's all kinds of ass whoopery along the way.
Okay.
Spider-Man shows up. He finally gets a spider sense. If you saw the movie, spoiler alert. I don't care anymore. I'm not gonna ruin the movie for you, but spider sense, not so much there.
No, so after the movie's been out. Now the movie's been out for what now? What, 3 weeks?
I am not going to go through a scene-by-scene retelling.
I'm not going to go scene by
If
scene.
I spoil the movie for you by letting you know that his spider sense is not perfectly working, then I'm so sorry. I don't care.
No, but they don't address it. That's the thing.
It's not mentioned. It's not like I feel like something's missing.
Right.
You have to pay attention and notice that it's not working right. We've got some Spider-Man shots. Lots of Cap. Well, there's Cap showing up with a beard. His Cap's been in hiding. Winter Soldier's out with Black Panther. They're working together. War Machine's there.
Yeah.
Falcon's there. Everyone's there, and everyone's horrifically getting their ass kicked by this big giant purple bastard. Which is worse because that's not the only problem they're going to have. The other problem is the Black Order, who is also going to mop the floor with their asses.
Right. Which they did show the 4 characters at San Diego Comic-Con. They've got to get figures for them.
Yeah.
And I found the Gauntlet. They are now fixing in this December distributing a cast metal die-cast version of his Gauntlet with the gems that light up all the gems.
Nice.
And yeah, it's only $400.
Yeah, I can get one cosplay made for cheaper. I'm okay.
It's only $400. Oh no, it actually has a little magnetic thing because it spins and hovers on this plate.
That's cool. I want to wear mine and punch people.
You can wear it.
Is it rotating on a plate on my arm? I don't have a plate on my arm.
You can't have it both. I don't know how you want it. I mean, you can put it on and do this.
I don't need it to rotate. I just need it to hit people and make me feel better about my day.
But if you really hit people, then, you can cause some issues there.
Look, damn it. I support Thanos. Thanos is right. Kill everybody. Oh, I'm totally rooting for Thanos in the movie, by the way. I don't care who it is. Except for that fight against Cap. I'll be torn. Bro, Thanos. Thanos is here. These are also life-size. Actual sizes. So.
Well, I don't know why, but I can't get the chat up, so it's not wanting to work today. I can get YouTube up, so if you chat on YouTube, it should be showing up. But don't know what the hell happened. And I don't want to restart everything, but it keeps getting stopped.
Not to do that.
No. It sucks because I had it working beautifully the other day. But I don't even have the chat screen for this one either. So.
Well, do you want to pull up the YouTube page in case anyone chats on there?
Well, the YouTube actually should show that one's actually working.
Got in a comment yet, so either they're
yeah.
on YouTube or.
I don't know.
So yeah, I am all about the footage that came out at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm saddened by everything I keep seeing from Justice League. I am slightly happy, mixed feelings about other shit from DC. Everything from Marvel was fucking awesome. Defenders trailer was fucking awesome. That Thor trailer literally just made my day. Like, that was the happiest trailer ever.
Which
we're going to do the trailer now.
You want to do the trailer now? I mean, we really do, because I also want to break it down and start looking at it and actually take some time and look at it here. So we actually have the Thor trailer here that we're going to watch. Let me go ahead and transfer this over here. So we're going to shift our screen a little bit. And then we're actually going to go through it with you guys and kind of break it down a little bit here. So this is the San Diego Comic-Con new Thor trailer. Make sure it works.
So much has happened since I last saw you. I lost my hammer, like yesterday, so that's still pretty fresh. And then I went on a journey of self-discovery, where I met you. Where are we? You have no idea. Hela, the goddess of death, has invaded Asgard.
Oh, I've missed this.
And you and I had a fight recently.
Did I win?
No, I won, easily.
Doesn't sound right.
Well, it's true.
Asgard is dead. And it'll be reborn in my image. I thought you'd be glad to see me.
Need to stop her here and now to prevent Ragnarok, the end of everything. So I'm putting together a team. Like the old days. Surprise! This will be such fun. Hello. Hi.
He's a fighter.
Here we go! I'm not a queen or a monster. I'm the goddess of death. What were you the god of again?
We're the same, you and I. Just a couple of hot-headed fools.
Yeah, same. Hulk like fire, Thor like water,
Well, kind of both like fire.
but Hulk like raging fire, Thor like smoldering fire.
God damn.
So there's that. Yeah. We're gonna go through this. We're gonna break this down a little bit here. I'm gonna pull up the YouTube chat on mine so that I can see what people are saying there. Maybe I can. No, that's not what I want. Okay, no, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it.
Yes, Bat. Squee.
Squee is it?
Much squee.
Much squee. Where's my? There's live chat. All right. Yeah, we ain't got nothing on there, anyways. All right, so let's actually break this down. And look at this here. So, you being the comic book genius you are, where are we?
Sakar.
The car.
Sakar.
Sakar.
S-A-K-A-R-R. Or S-A-K-A-A-R. 2 A's. It is the planet from Planet Hulk. You are not getting a Planet Hulk story. Sorry. You are getting Hulk on a planet fighting people in the Gladiator. You are almost at a Planet Hulk story. You're almost there. The problem is you can't finish the Planet Hulk story without going with World Destroyer Hulk.
Right.
So, or World War Hulk. But it is Sakar. They have mentioned that in the conversations and at SDCC.
Right. So we saw that first part where the hammer being caught
Yeah.
from the first one, and we've seen this from the first trailer as well.
Looks like it's a continuation of his. We're friends
Right.
from work.
Yeah. And so one of the things that Jessica was like really upset with was they got rid of his hair. That's what she was most upset with. She's like, "Where's his hair?" I was like, "This scene
No.
where fire comes into
They
play."
literally showed you, they showed you in the last scene where they cut his hair.
No, but I was like, do you not think there would be, she knows it was darker. It wasn't as blonde as it was.
Well,
And I was like,
that's because it's his natural hair, not extensions.
right. I was like, maybe they just decided to use fire to trim it.
No.
So we see he gets captured. And of course, the part where actually it's a better representation of Hulk busting out than the first trailer did. You get a real good look at the hammer and the axe and the armor that he wore that we saw in the giveaways that they had.
Mhm.
I was like, I kept hearing myself. I couldn't figure out where. So we knew that was coming out. And it looks really good.
It is Hulk.
Yeah, it is. And I love this retro look right here. So awesome.
I love the poster for it.
So in walks Bruce Banner.
Well, they've also stated that during the time in between the last time we saw Bruce Banner at Age of Ultron and this time, he hasn't been Bruce Banner for any of that.
Right.
He's been Hulk the entire time.
So he did, because he honestly said right there, "Where are we?" So you have an idea that you don't know where he's at.
And then if you watch the interviews with San Diego Comic-Con, they also mentioned that he's been Hulk for 2 years, which is why he's now able to speak and have conversations.
Right.
He spent 2 straight solid years as Hulk.
Hello, the goddess of death is
Shit.
invaded Asgard.
We have Hell going to go fuck up some
Right.
Asgardians.
We're in Asgard. And
Carl
Death.
Urban as her henchman.
yeah, which I have a bone to pick with that, but
Why
I
do you
think
have
he's a
bone to pick
great
with that?
actor for it. I just find it funny. And then this is what we were talking about. You were talking before about this could be the introduction of the Valkyrie.
Well, sort of.
Right.
Because I believe who she's tossing to is Valkyrie. But Valkyrie's also on Thor's side.
Did I win?
No, you didn't. You just didn't. You don't win that fight.
This is what Tony Stark looks like in a Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
No, I won easily.
Doesn't sound right.
Well, it's true.
I love the transition of this right here.
Yeah, her headpieces grow, her outfit shifts a bit.
Dead.
And then once again, we're back at that same image we saw a few minutes ago where all the spears were flying up and everybody riding in on a Pegasus.
It'll be reborn in my image.
Right.
Thought you'd be glad to see me.
Need to stop her here and now to prevent Ragnarok, the end of everything.
All right. So explain what Ragnarok is.
Ragnarok is the end times. That's Norse mythology. That's Thor. That's Ragnarok is it.
That's
Game over.
the end. The game over.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm putting together a team.
And then
there's Valkyrie.
and there's Valkyrie right there.
Now, Valkyrie is an Asgardian. She does have a history with Thor, both from what I know in the comic books and what they said during their interviews with San Diego Comic-Con.
Right.
So apparently she was left or decided not to go back to Asgard and ended up working with the Collector or Jeff Goldblum. So,
Right.
and of course, can't have Thor without Loki.
Yeah. Which we saw in the first one do the whole blade flip, and we didn't know whether or not he was. And we also saw him in the arena, so we didn't know if he was against Thor or trying to help Thor.
That's actually Surtur. In Marvel, it's Surtur, not Fenrir.
What was that?
Chad was like Hulk versus Fenrir. Was like it's technically Surtur in Marvel, but yeah.
This will be such fun.
Whee!
This is my favorite part of the whole scene. This
I
this
don't-
combo together.
yeah, it doesn't last long because in the trailer for Infinity War, Loki's on Thanos' side.
Well, yeah, that makes sense, but still, it's Loki. But still, this is just a badass scene right here, and I
No,
can't.
Hulk versus Fenrir. You're right. The fucking leaping tiger goddamn thing. Yeah, that was beautiful. That's a one Hulk's winning. Yeah, no, the big wolf is Fenrir. That was my bad. You're right. I was thinking of Surtur, the big giant fire demon. My bad. Hello.
In the grid.
Well, he does enjoy his violence.
He's so happy right now. So
That's Fenrir.
that's Finral, the one with the green.
Yeah, the one with the
I'm gonna check. Okay, it's time to get your dental check. All right, I see you have some cavities in here. Yeah. That's actually back a half a second here because I wanted to see who that one on the left was. This one on the left.
That's gonna be his assistant. I don't know her name, but she was on one of the panels, and she's an assistant to Jeff Goldblum's character.
Now, Jeff Goldblum is playing the Collector,
I
or
forgot what his name is, but he's the brother of Benicio del Toro's character.
right, the one who had the explosion. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So we could probably see the Collector come back somewhere in this.
I guarantee you'll see him in Infinity War.
Right.
You'll see literally everyone who's been in a Marvel movie and didn't die, and probably in Infinity War.
That right there. All the guns in the universe, motherfucker pulls out.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're on Earth at this point.
I know. I'm just saying. There's twin M16s. You would expect him to have something, but he did have this in the series, in like the animated series. He had M16s when he came to Earth. So I mean, it makes a little sense.
And also, when there's that part where he has to go to Doctor Strange for help,
Right.
so that'll be included there. Although that may be more of an afterthought for after all the big fight shit.
Possibly. And then I was going to say, and it's not fast enough there. Who is that?
I'll have to check, but I know he's one of the gladiators. That's probably during the revolt.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's right, Pat. That guy's wearing that. That looks like Bill, but it is not Beta Ray Bill. I guarantee you.
That'd be awesome, but that would be weird. And of course,
Yeah, there's Idris Elba as Heimdall.
yes.
Too bad for what's gonna happen. There's still one missing stone.
Yeah. I
It
know.
can be in two places.
I'm the goddess of death.
And that was just to go back. That was a. This is the part where the twin blades in the fight scene that I would thought you would see right after he did the little blade flip that he did.
Possibly.
So. And then the great like walk up between them all. Now, there's one thing in this that they did show that there was a piece of artwork or costuming, which was Thor's belt. That is possibly what you're going to see at the end of this when he comes all down and all electrified. A lot of people are speculating that that his belt is where he regains his ability to basically channel the lightning through himself, and it was made of the same material, which it was according to the comic series. Thor's belt was made the same
except
as
for the
Mew
fact
Mew.
that he never really needed Mjolnir. Mjolnir was a helpful fucking tool, but he is still the god of thunder even without Mjolnir.
No, I know. I'm just saying it instead of channeling it through the hammer, he was channeling it through himself, and so that's one of the things. So I'm not seeing it right there, but I mean that could be it going
Well,
across his
that's
waist.
probably the fight that leads to it.
What were you, the god
I
of
don't see them
again?
doing the same fight.
No, but right here, the belt is currently. You could see that there is a belt, the same belt that was on it before, and they're claiming that this is what he has. And I'm sorry, this look. I love Mortal Kombat, but this is a better Raiden.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't just have one giant glowy eye. He's got a giant glowy eye and a pupil that is a different shade, which means he can clearly see you to fuck you up.
I just looked really awkward having a lightning bolt. Ow.
You're the god of thunder.
I have something in my
Lightning
eye.
bolts are your game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks pissed. He looks
We're the same, you and I. Just a couple of.
And then kind of a return back
course,
to
everyone's favorite moment. Hulk speaks.
right. Hulk speaks with all the beads around his neck, like he just came back from Mardi Gras. But
Or just one that fights.
right. Well, the one thing with this is also a throwback to when him and Thor first had their interaction, and he kind of punched him, and
That was not a kind of punch.
yeah, well,
He punched the shit out of him.
it was a throwback to that one. So, very much enjoy it. And yes, Hulk actually having conversation other than puny human or
Puny
Hulk
God.
smash and puny god. Sorry.
Again, the more time he spends as Hulk, the smarter Hulk gets. That's going to be a problem later.
Yeah, same. Hulk like fire, Thor like water.
I do love how he has the totally Amadeus Cho haircut. Amadeus Cho is the new Hulk.
Yeah. Well, I do enjoy his haircut. I think it. I mean, they did a really good job on the animation for it because I mean you would believe that he's legitly real. You don't.
Thor like water,
They've been doing a really good job with that for a couple years.
like
Yeah.
fire.
but Hulk like raging fire. Thor like smoldering fire.
And then
And Surtur. Oh dear God, I almost feel bad for the god.
okay, so explain this character because I don't actually know this one.
Last I checked, Surtur was a minion of Hell and worked with Hell. Minion of Hell to Elf and worked with Hell. That is probably part of the big final fight, and I almost feel bad for the giant fire demon. Because that's going to hurt. He looks.
So November 3rd.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not gonna watch it again. As much as I would love to.
Alright, what's next? We gotta do goddamn. Alright, if we're doing more than 2, which I would prefer because, you know, Defenders, can we please do Justice League next so I can have at least the happiness of Defenders at the end of it?
Yeah. We can do that. We can do that. All right, fine. Give me a second to find it real quick here because I have it on a file, and I will.
No, Justin, I'm pretty sure that fight with Surtur is not going to be a middle of the movie fight. That is a giant goddamn demon. That is a third act fight.
I don't think that was talking to us.
Hulk give you $20 worth of Haagen-Dazs all over it. That is the wrong thing. You're thinking of Preacher, Preacher. No. Preacher is the one where I need to have Cass say that line before he leaves fucking New Orleans. Oh, this fucking piece of shit. I'm sorry. Did I make my opinion out?
No, it's okay. So we're gonna take a look at another San Diego Comic-Con exclusive that came out.
Now
I want the Justice League.
I want you all to enjoy my goddamn face as I watch this shit, and you can tell when I just give up. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry, that was my Aquaman impression.
Okay.
Hopefully he gets more dialogue.
Here we go.
Is it really exclusive? It's exclusive to everyone.
What did you do this weekend, Diana?
Me? Nothing very interesting.
The world remains in mourning after the death of the Superman.
Can you pause for? Oh, let's let it finish. Let's let it finish before I begin my complaints.
And where is the Gotham Bat? The mass vigilante has been a no-show.
They said the Age of Heroes would never come again.
It has to. We don't have any more time.
Something is coming.
No protectors here. No lanterns. No Kryptonian.
Wait.
This world will fall. Like all the others.
One misses the days when one's biggest concerns were exploding wind-up penguins.
This is crazy. Honestly, I think we're all gonna die.
Each of us, in some way, is held back.
Don't engage alone. We'll do this together.
It's really cool. You guys seem ready to do battle and stuff, but I've never done battle. I've just pushed some people and run away.
Relax, Alfred. I'll take it from here.
Do I know you?
Superman was a beacon to the world. He didn't just save people. He made them see the best parts of themselves.
All right.
I don't recognize this world.
We don't have to recognize him. We just have to save it.
How many of you are there?
Not enough.
Do you really think that...
Oh, wow, they really just vanish. Huh? Oh, that's rude.
You said you'd come. Now let's hope you're not too late.
All right, now that your brain is hurting,
So bad.
your phone here. I can't see what people are trying to say. I love the look of utter disappointment in both y'all's faces. You know, we're going to break this down little by little. So let's start it off again here. We're going to go ahead and turn the volume down on this so you guys can't really hear it. But we're going to, well, actually, I'll put a little bit up so you can hear part of it. Because there's some things that they actually say that have meaning. So here we go, once again with the bat symbol.
It's a Zack Snyder movie. Nothing you say has meaning.
Right. We get a pretty good look at Cyborg playing with his abilities. He basically, I'm sorry, does he not look like
he looks
a Transformer?
That's what Cyborg is.
No, but I mean, he looks like if you were to change the head, he'd look like a Decepticon.
That's what Cyborg is.
Okay, well,
aside from the fact how cheesy that fucking CGI looks, it's Cyborg. Sadly enough. And it looks like he's gotten a hold of a mother box, apparently. Hence the 2 different colors.
All right. Of course, return of Wonder Woman, and then we have Aquaman, which for the first time,
Here's Zack Snyder. It's a trident. Why the fuck are there 5 prongs? You motherfucker. It's a trident. It's been a trident for 70 fucking years. How in the fuck? I'm sorry. Continue.
Aquaman's character looks pretty badass. I'm gonna give him credit. He made the character come from a orange and yellow or gold spandex to joke.
He ain't worn that orange and green shit in 20 fucking years.
Okay, but
he's been the hardest, most sociopathic member of the Justice League who's not named Batman for 20 fucking years.
Well, he has been the poster joke of like every comic for years,
and
even Injustice the game made him a badass. But I do like what they did with his character here, as far as
Aqua pitchfork.
Is
he baling hay in the bottom of the ocean? Is that how
baling seaweed?
Is that how he feeds the seahorses?
Maybe. And of course we get
Ezra Miller as a Flash. Who I don't have anything personally problem with him, but dear God, I hate that fucking suit.
It's a little
armory.
Yeah, it's a little armory.
Did Batman make the suit? Is it like Iron Man?
Is it Iron Man? You know what? It does have resemblance to Homecoming, doesn't it?
No, none of the good ones.
So of course we go in. We're not entirely sure.
Someone's doing a kidnapping. Wonder Woman shows up. Zack Snyder recreates every fight scene from Wonder Woman, and badly. So wait, she can dodge this bullet. She can dodge a beam later. But the next shot is her getting hit in the back of the head with the butt of a rifle. Wonder Woman.
Well, you know,
who fought the god Ares.
Right. Don't get me wrong. I think
someone gets a cheap shot.
She is, yeah. She looks amazing in this, and I like how she never really takes her eye off the guy, and has that bitch moment of. Well, no, motherfucker, did you really?
She has that same look when she gets shot at by a beam from one of the fucking parademons later. Like, bitch, really?
Right.
Like, again, Gal Gadot's probably going to be
then
one
here's
of the best
your
parts of this shit.
Like, you should see this.
She's already been knocking people out. You can see them on the ground.
Yeah.
Hey, look, she did that in the last movie.
And then the fantastic butt shot that everybody's been requesting.
I don't give a fuck about that butt shot. She's a gorgeous woman. If you want to see her butt, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Go watch Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Nothing very interesting.
I try not to facilitate her in Fast and Furious really too much, but you know, yeah.
Why? She was good in that.
She was okay.
Now, here's the other problem I have right now. They're talking about how everyone's mourning the death of Superman. Did you see Batman v Superman?
Yes.
Did you see how happy and hated his ass was the entirety of the movie?
Yes.
I also have the same problem when later Bruce is talking about he inspired the best
right.
in me.
Yeah. I was gonna ask.
Motherfucker, you tried to kill him.
Did we not just have a movie where you two went to battle over this? I mean,
you seem like the most pretentious ass on the fucking planet saying he inspired the best out of people. Motherfucker, you tried to kill him because you were too stupid to investigate. But he inspired the best. Fuck you. Fuck whoever wrote this shit.
Well, their timelines are very skewed, yes.
Timelines are skewed my ass. This is directly after the last Batman v Superman. This is months later.
Well.
The mass vigilante has been a no.
Yeah. Batman person a gargoyle. I've seen it a million times.
They said the age of heroes.
Arkham Knight did it better.
It has to.
Yay, the Mascaria! Why they have a fucking mother box there, I don't know.
Something is coming.
Oh, of course it's David Goyer, never mind. And here we have Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf is an emissary of Darkseid.
No protectors
Which is good, because if Darkseid showed
Look
up...
at all that seaweed he has to harvest. He's so far behind.
That's why he has that pitchfork.
Yep.
No lanterns.
Yay, more shitty CGI. Alright, go back a second or two. Right after Steppenwolf lands. He says something before no lanterns. Which I'll get to the no lanterns line in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
No protectors here.
Ah.
No lanterns. No Kryptonian.
Pause. That was a leg on top of that boot. Like skin.
Mm-hmm.
The only person who wears that boot and has a cape and has skin is Supergirl. I swear to fuck, if y'all bring Supergirl in this bitch, I'm just gonna set y'all on fire. Like, you don't have enough superheroes in this shit already. You've already crammed in Flash, Batman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Aquaman. Yeah, his boots were different. Unless you've made him a new costume, Bruce. Yes, no lanterns, which means that we live in a world where there are Green Lanterns, which means we'll probably get a Green Lantern later, which is the only saving grace of this goddamn trailer so far. But yeah, scroll forward a little bit.
Kryptonian.
That's a leg.
That's a leg.
That's a girl's thigh. Motherfucker.
Yep.
I hate these fucking people.
Who else? I mean,
there's no one else that could be. It could be Power Girl. That's just Supergirl with a different costume.
Right.
That costume, unless they gave Lois Lane powers, that's Supergirl. All right, that mini
not really good CGI either, but still.
None of this is
This world will fall.
Sorry.
Are you playing For Honor?
That's what I was gonna say.
One misses the days when one's biggest concerns were exploding wind-up penguins.
This is crazy.
And here we have a shit ton of parademons and Steppenwolf. Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg. Did I miss anyone so far?
Possibly Supergirl.
Yeah, Superman, and neither Supergirl nor Man.
Honestly, I think we're all gonna die.
See, I like that scene right there because it reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy where they're all sitting around and there's
Except
Rocket
for-
going, "We're gonna die."
Except for Aquaman ain't saying that shit. Yes, they did in fact say 7. And so the 7th is either Supergirl or fucking Green Lantern. And I hope to fuck it's a Green Lantern. If they steal one more person from the TV universe, I will set them on fire.
Each of us in some
See, is that a mother box right there?
That's a mother box.
That's a mother box.
Or a case
held back.
Oh. Really
Each
back.
of us have been holding back. Really, motherfucker?
And she's got her sword back.
Doesn't matter. It's a sword.
Don't engage alone. We'll do this together.
How bright is that motherfucker?
Really
guy?
cool. You guys seem ready to do battle.
Like, he is bright as shit. There are no stealth missions with Cyborg's ass. Not a goddamn
Cat.
Cyborg stealth mode. Now it's a really bright single beam.
The short version of this is gonna be cats love him. They keep attacking his eye.
Oh my god. Dear Marvel, then, sorry, let me even skip past this. Dear Fox, you see how that eye looks right there? Don't do that to Cable.
Oh man.
Please, make it better than this. Press play.
Okay. And stuff, but I've never done battle. I've just pushed some people.
And then we're getting a look at his armor again here.
Yeah, it looks shitty as fuck. For one, the Flash doesn't wear armor.
Right.
He wears a generic ass goddamn suit that fits into his goddamn ring. For two, that armor's slowing him the fuck down. I don't care how many plates you have on it to make it seem looser and more free and moving. It's armor on a guy who, once he gets up to a third of his max speed, go ahead, get in his way.
One run, dare you?
We have the black man still in the car.
For me, that was more of a Brainiac maneuver than I thought of him. But
Cyborg does that too.
I know.
And of course, you know who Alfred is, but you don't.
Well, see, now the eye is not as bright as it was before, and now has a pupil.
It had a pupil before.
Not really visible, but yeah.
Relax, Alfred. I'll take it from here.
Do I know you?
Nope. Random black guy silly shit.
Superman was a beacon to the world.
Shut the Shut your whore mouth. Like, look, it's still that same look like, bitch, what? Did you just shoot at me? Don't you know who the fuck I am? I'm the only reason people want to see this shit.
Well, and I do want to see Aquaman.
I'm the only reason people are guaranteed to have something good in this movie. Haters gotta hate. Yep.
Cyborg is Alienware.
Oh, he is a little fucking young dork. He would totally have the light up shit.
Actually, it's probably cheap. His armor didn't look that good. It's probably eye by power. With some LEDs.
Damn. Look, I am not hating on this. I am hating fucking David Goyer, and I'm hating Zack goddamn Snyder. Personally, I just want the movie to be good. This movie doesn't look good. It looks like the same shit that fucking Zack Snyder did before. I didn't like that. I'm not gonna like this.
You didn't just.
Now, this is one. I guess this is the. I had stopped this earlier when I was watching this, and I was trying to figure out what this was. And I'm guessing this is just one of the minions, or.
It's a minion, because he ain't fucking up stepping with that.
Save people. He made them see the best parts of themselves.
Shut up, Bruce. Shut your fucking whore mouth, Bruce.
All right.
Look, I want to preface this with I love Jason Momoa. He's fun. He's a sweet guy. He's probably one of the nicest goddamn giant scary people you can ever meet in the goddamn planet. He plays some of the biggest, scariest badasses you'll ever see.
Mm-hmm.
Him in Bullet to the Head was freaky as fuck. Him twirling a goddamn axe against a goddamn stick. However, the fucking writers, if you don't give him some better goddamn dialogue than alright, or him howling like a goddamn wolf when he's riding on the Batmobile from the first trailer, I swear to fuck, I'm gonna light y'all on fire. There's a whole lot of lighting people on fire when I watch this shit. Which is why Defenders act like this.
We don't have to recognize him.
Go play Batman, bitch bastard. There's some more parody.
We just have to
There's
say
some more destruction from Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
There's some the Myskerians fighting some damn parody. Here's Flash with his own contribution. Let me push this sword closer to you. Alright, let's do it.
Okay. He kind of comes out with a badass look. I gotta give him credit, okay?
Again, it's Jason Momoa. So I will give him credit for making shit look good.
How many of you are there? Not enough. Do you really think that...
Oh, wow, they really just vanish.
Yes,
Huh?
you can totally tell that Joss Whedon cut
That's
this.
rude.
Because it's way more fun than the last one. It doesn't make the movie better. And here's the not quite big reveal. Just brings up so many questions.
You said you'd come. Now that...
So we get small redness.
That means dick. It means someone's wearing red. It's probably Superman. It's definitely Superman. Why he and Alfred are so close makes no sense.
Right.
Who else Alfred could be close to makes no sense. Because according to this universe, Batman's been solo the entire time.
Yeah.
You're not too late.
So if it's Nightwing, I'm gonna laugh my ass off and just be done with this shit.
We're not gonna try to watch that twice.
Oh, you can. I'll find more shit to hate it.
What did he say?
You can replay it. I'll find more shit to hate. I'm good. I can always find something to hate about that movie, except for Gordon. I like that actor. He's nice.
I thought Alfred wasn't a bad actor either.
Alfred's a great actor. I'm talking about Gordon. Why would I have a problem with Alfred? Alfred's the shit. He was the best part of Batman v Superman that wasn't Wonder Woman. Or that fight scene with Batman versus the terrorists. Or the kidnappers.
So before we go to break here, how was Sausage Party?
I haven't watched it. I haven't had
time. Justin was going to be like, he's not going to watch it. I'm like, yeah, if he does, he does.
No, I'm going to watch it. I just literally haven't had time. I was house sitting for a friend last week. And I had to go to the doctor because of my foot. And just a bunch of fucking work.
How's your foot?
Still attached.
Yay!
Like a good neighbor, Batman is there. Like a good douchebag, Batman says he loves you.
Wow. That's horrible.
That's some fuckboy shit, Batman. He inspired the best of us. Didn't he inspire you to try to kill him? I feel like he inspired you to try to kill him.
A little bit.
A little bit. That was the first 2 hours of that goddamn movie. I gotta kill him. He's evil.
He's evil.
I don't feel inspired by goodness. I feel inspired to kill that motherfucker.
All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take our first break here. So last week we had some commercials. Is Abe watching?
I don't know. He had some shit to do.
I hope so. I actually have a commercial for him. Something just for him. Oh God. While we're on our break here, we got some stuff here. One of this is from Caleb Hiles. His YouTube is Caleb Covers, so we use one of his videos. It's a Wolf in Sheep's Clothing song to him and another guy named Jonathan did. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back here, we're going to talk more about Justice League. We're also going to look at Defenders and a lot of news coming out of San Diego Comic-Con. Also, an article we posted about the Pokemon Go Fest and how, once again, another festival had a massive failure and what happened. If you haven't been to our website, it's oneupds.com. Make sure you check it out. Sorry about the chat. We do get the YouTube chat. The Facebook chat's not seem to be working, but we are going to be getting it on our phones here, so feel free to chat us there, and Twitch as well. So see you guys in a bit.
Beware, beware, be skeptical. The smiles, the painted gold. Deceit so natural, but a wolf in sheep's clothing is more than a warning. Bye bye, black sheep, have you any soul? No, sir, by the way, what the hell are morals? Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jill's a little whore and her alibis are turning tricks. So could you tell me how you're sleeping easy, how you're only thinking of yourself? Show me how you justify telling all your lies like second nature. Listen, mark my words, one day you will pay, you will pay. Karma's gonna come collect her debt. Aware, you stalk your prey with criminal mentality. You sink your teeth into the people you depend on, infecting everyone. You're quite the problem. B5 from better run and hide. I smell the blood of a petty little coward. Jack be lethal, Jack be slick. Still will leave you lonely, dying in a filthy dick. So ends and start anew again. Maybe you'll see all the wrongs you did to me. Start all over, start all over. Who am I kidding? Now let's not get overzealous here. You've always been a huge piece of shit, and if I could kill you, I would. But it's frowned upon in all 50 states. Having said that, burn in hell, Get dunked on, kid! So tell me how you're sleeping easy, how you're only thinking of yourself. Show me how you justify telling all your lies like second nature. Listen, mark my words, one day you will pay, you will pay. Karma's gonna come collect her debt. Karma's gonna come collect her debt.
When an outlaw nation takes the world hostage, America's oldest enemy, the Soviet MiGs, becomes her newest ally.
That is the other half of your team, gentlemen. The pride of Mother Russia.
What do they do, trade me? Yeah, I thought they trained us to target these people, not rub wings with them.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind rubbing wings with her. It's going to take some kind of hero.
Brigadier General Charles Sinclair, United States Air Force.
To take a bunch of renegades.
Let me show you how to shoot the ball. All right.
And a team of Russians.
Shoot the ball good? I just don't believe this.
And turn them into the first combined American-Soviet strike force.
We'll have to send a Maverick into each one of these shafts to blow that compound sky high.
I got something that'll blow the roofs off in Anchorage.
Rock and roll!
If we fail, then we'll get a first-hand look at nuclear fallout.
Where the hell are we? In Sheridan, Kansas, Toto.
We've been picked up on radar.
4 bandits, 3 o'clock. I thought you made a reservation. Gotta watch those right turns, homeboy.
Louis Gossett Jr. is back in Iron Eagle 2.
Climb! Climb!
The wild blue yonder just got wilder.
All life is born from chaos. The world doesn't always adhere to logic. Sometimes down is up. And sometimes when you're lost, you're found.
The Klingon Empire has been in disarray for generations.
We've encountered them.
We have been waiting for someone worthy of our attention.
Captain, incoming.
Change is the essential process of all existence, Commander Burnham.
Go!
You must challenge your preconceptions, or they most certainly will challenge you.
What the hell is going on this ship?
Run!
We are creating a new way to fly.
Better hurry.
I'm getting very close to...
You're mad.
I'm mud. You chose to do the right thing. Even at great cost to yourself. You helped start a war. Don't you want to help me end it?
don't know what to do.
We gotta do this? Let's engage.
Hey guys, do you see the... Will! Are you okay?
Nothing's gonna go back to the way that it was. Not really.
I saw something. What is it? I don't know. I felt it everywhere.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize y'all's neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found
Sometimes I feel like I still see her.
must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell.
Whatever is happening is spreading from this place.
What does it want? Not me. Everyone else. Will! Wake up! Abort! Abort! If you're out there, just please give me a sign.
Okay, maybe now we have audio.
How's the audio?
Yeah, it's working now. Hey, well, at least Ed's watching us. Hey, thanks, Ed, for telling me no audio. So we're back here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the break. That was Caleb's covers. So check out youtube.com/Caleb's covers. Caleb Hiles and Jonathan both put those together, and they do a lot of music videos and covers and stuff. They're pretty awesome. And then we had a bunch of those trailers were from San Diego Comic-Con. We had the new Star Trek, which looks a little interesting. The placement of it, I'm not entirely sure on timeline. I know it's going to be in the movies universe versus the old TV shows universes, which is fine by me. I didn't see as many screen flares as I would normally in the movie, but there were quite a few. And she liked to say "run" a lot, so it has.
She's clearly a Doctor Who fan, and she was on The Walking Dead, where running is a thing.
Dun dun run.
That's pretty much Walking Dead seasons 1 through 6.
Yeah, and then you saw Stranger Things 2, which looks really good as well. And they were also.
Things 2, Electric Boogaloo. Hey, they're going 80s, I'll go 80s.
Fine. Fair enough.
Stranger Things 2, Electric Boogaloo.
So to make him happy here, we're going to go ahead and play wherever I did with the file. No, not Justice League.
Yes, to make me happy, play Justice League again.
Okay, fine. I mean, if that's what you want, I mean, I completely understand.
Hey, I'll go home early. What happened? You played Justice League 3 times, man. 3 fucking times.
Fine. So one of the things that he wants to talk about, which is his pride and joy, his excitement, is going to be the Defenders. No offense, it is mine too. I'm absolutely happy with this.
I was like, bitch, are you hating on the Defenders?
No.
Tell Daredevil that shit. Tell Punisher that shit.
Yeah, well. I actually had to rewatch the Punisher fight in jail cell from season 2 Daredevil, and then with the Kingpin in the jail. I had to rewatch those today, just because. So they were at San Diego Comic-Con as well, and we're gonna
for the first time actually.
For the first time, we're gonna take a look at this. This is the preview for the Defenders. It comes out in August, so not that far away. I know you're talking about you're having to rewatch everything.
I don't have to rewatch. I'm choosing to.
I'm choosing to, including Iron Fist, which, while the story had great story, the fighting was not good fighting.
I'm not gonna say it had a great story. Yeah, the story that was not.
The thing about war is, it only works if both sides believe they're the good guys. The truth is, we're not so different. We fight to get back what was once ours. But in the end, and this is the end, it's just a city. You'll get used to watching them fall.
I think we're safe for now. We need to figure out our next move. No, there is no next move.
And there is no we.
What is that? We're not here to eat.
Are those pork? No, the shrimp. Oh, this guy's got pork.
God, you're weird.
I'm not looking for super friends.
Shit.
That doesn't matter. Can't fight these people. Not even with whatever it is your hand can do. It's cheap.
It's not.
They're hunting our friends, our families, and they're not gonna stop there.
More death is coming. And the only thing keeping Manhattan from crumbling to a pile of dust is the four of you.
The war for New York, it's over.
Not yet.
Nice ears.
They're horns.
I can see you've formed a kind of bond. I promise you it's temporary.
Electra.
They will disappoint you.
Jessica. Like it or not, we belong out there together. I'm glad we found each other.
I'm not hugging you.
It's been a long week.
August 18th. And we're going to go through this because I know you want to. There's some stuff in here I'm sure you want to. Yeah, welcome back. Oh, yeah, welcome back. Yeah. So let's start with this.
I can do it in my head.
Well, what?
Go ahead.
You just gonna want to watch it again?
Trust me, I've watched it once or 200 times.
Well, break it down here. Let's take a look at it. So,
New York.
The thing about war is
Grady Weaver talking.
it only
Colleen
works if
Wing.
both sides believe they're the good guys. The truth is, we're not so different. We fight to get back what was once ours.
sorry. I was looking at the this dude on the right.
Hey, the hand is not judged based on hair.
Duck face for the win.
Receding hairline. It's not receding. That shit is in the past. He has the hairline of Doc Brown. That is a young Doc Brown making bad life choices before learning how to make a goddamn time machine. I mean, you're not making fun of that man's clearly bad hairpiece. I'm assuming his head gets ripped off in the scene. There is no reason to have that hair.
Maybe that's why he's angry.
Welcome to the hand. We will fuck up your hair. Please note, Danny Rand ain't got no problem punching a chick. I don't want you to even think twice about that shit. Chick, dude, you're in my way.
She sells it so well.
Pretty sure he punched it for real. He ain't that trained.
I was also looking at the giant
dildo.
Dildo this guy's got in his hand.
The giant violet wand.
And just in case,
she
brace for it.
I don't fuck with you. Get back, motherfucker. You don't know me like that.
Wow.
What, Danny's not... Luckily, he has a friend.
Luckily,
well,
the black man enters.
One of the well-written characters from their own show.
That's my cracker.
To be fair, he said that about Jessica. Speaking of cracker, that's gonna be his spine.
Hey, look,
his saltines.
It's his O face.
That's his oh no face. That is definitely an oh no face. Quickly, we will attack them in this hallway.
That almost looks like what's his name from Karate Kid?
Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio is like 110 and still looks younger than that guy.
There's her O.
Now we need an O face. That was a lecture he was hitting.
And is it just me or did he whiff this?
Well,
so incredibly whiff. I know. It's choreography, but still.
Again, we're gonna go with it's choreography, and he's just now learning it. I suspect that since this one was run by the Daredevil guys, they made him practice it first.
It's just a city. You'll get used to watching them fall.
Maybe you're stuck getting all happy for Ripley.
I am.
We're safe for now. We need to figure out our next move. No, there is no next move.
And there is no we.
What is that? We're not here to eat.
Are those pork? No, that's shrimp. Oh, this guy's got pork.
God, you're weird.
I fully have faith that Jessica Jones will make everything okay with sarcasm.
Yeah, I think so.
And alcohol.
That doesn't matter. Can't fight these.
Nice.
She does have a wider range of weapons.
Yeah.
People.
And she does use them to kill the fuck out of people. You'll
Not
see.
even with whatever it is your hand can do. It's cheap.
It's not.
They're hunting our friends, our families, and they're not gonna stop there.
Thank you, everyone, from every other show.
More death is coming. And the only thing keeping Manhattan from crumbling to a pile of dust is the four of you.
Shouldn't we call the Avengers?
War is
Nah,
New
we
York.
don't.
It's over.
They busy.
Not yet.
Sorry.
Always remember, folks, Jessica Jones is stronger than Luke Cage. That thing was as strong as that guy's receding hairline. As I had to call it the time traveler's look.
Hey, look, you made contact.
You made contact with that chick, too.
She sold it really well.
Pretty sure he
and that
hit
guy
her.
behind her, pretty sure had a rope and went, pull! I do like.
That's how stunt work works.
I do like this particular, like, we're doing it. We'll come to play this double kick. Oh, that was so beautiful.
Here we have Electra fighting Iron Fist. Sounds bad for Iron Fist.
I can see you formed a kind of bond.
And see, she catches.
And
wax shut.
I promise you it's temporary.
Electra.
They will disappoint you.
Jessica. Like it or not.
Shocker. Hey, look, it's Daredevil bleeding.
Together.
That's what I was trying to look at. I was trying to figure out what he had grabbed. I didn't see this earlier.
Probably a very hot pipe.
Yeah?
The cheese says fuck off.
Well, I'm looking who it is.
Who is that?
The Chinese lady.
Oh, he's fighting Gao. Well,
Fighting Gao.
Bitch, get off me. So I think we need to
Sonic
have a conversation about Danny Rand and his abuse of women. Because that's the third one in this trailer. Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Rand has a problem. He likes to beat on the bitches. I think we need to get Danny Rand some help. Because just in this trailer alone, he's punched a henchman. He's tried to punch Electra. And he just beat an old woman. Just saying, Danny Rand needs help. For only 99 cents a day, you can help get this motherfucker some therapy.
In the arms of a therapist.
No, bitch, in the arms of the police, bitch, that's assault. It's assault battery, motherfucker. Your fist glows and you hit an old ass woman. You make glowy fists and pimp slap the bitch.
I'm not hugging you.
Oh, you will.
That's why there's no therapy. There's no hugs. That's why Danny's not in this. Nobody wants to hug him.
To be fair to Madame Gao, she's like 400 years old and could take Danny on any good day.
Yeah. And there's receding hairline man again.
Man, you really love receding hairline man.
That is just funny. I also wanted to get to the... I just want to make clips of Danny Rand.
Court case number 187654, Danny Rand versus that chick. State of New York versus this chick who took a punch and Danny Rand. So, Mr. Rand, you were in an office meeting and you punched some chick in the gut. Is there a reason for this?
We should put together a compilation video of all the times Danny Rand has punched a chick and just be like, we're here to say.
First off, he's only had one season of a very bad show. Luckily, and this will be the only serious news I have about this one part talking about Danny Rand's abusive nature, is the show has been completely overhauled. They got a whole new story like showrunner who actually likes people. And, you know, they have a plan, allegedly. And it actually gets to season 2. He didn't find out till Comic-Con because they weren't sure. they decided on the way out to stage. They're like, do we give this motherfucker shit? Let's see if they clap for his ass. Well, shit. Somebody clapped for him. Fuck it. We'll make it season 2. Literally the conversation they had, I swear. But back to Danny's abusive nature towards women. What happened was she told him she was pregnant.
What the We have one woman here who is pregnant, and this is her husband. On the right.
No one fucked that guy. That's why his hairline ran.
I didn't do anything to her, I swear. Promise.
Bitch, get over me.
Oh, that's horrible, dude. The joke
How
about...
am I horrible? He's the one hitting chicks. This trailer is full of hitting women.
No, my joke was, who needs Planned Parenthood?
Wow.
That's what was bad.
Even Vicky went wow at what I said before.
Yeah.
She's like, okay. Yeah. I think I may have gone too far. My bad. I mean, Danny Rand does have a problem, though.
He does. I mean,
He only
Now
gets
I
over
will
and
give
fucks with women.
you know Netflix. You need to look at her 'cause she's an amazing actress because she sold the shit out of
She's got
this.
a job as a stunt woman. They didn't pick up a random extra for this shit. All right, random extra. We need you to fake a fight. What?
I mean, the facial expressions.
I love how we didn't actually get to finish the trailer go through. You just had to go back and look at the bald head.
I did, and we're gonna go back and watch him take on Madame Yao, whatever her name is. Madame Gao.
Don't forget, he also fights Elektra too. I suspect she fights back. Well, again, that was also Daredevil kicking Elektra.
I was about to say,
that's an actual abusive relationship, and that's standard for
But in the end,
Hi, B. I made Brandon spit his scotch. If you know how much he loves scotch.
Oh, we're sorry.
I'm pregnant. No, you're not.
Wow.
this is the end.
That's the grandmother.
It's justice.
I'm a horrible person.
You'll get used to watching them fall.
To be fair, you are rubbing the cowl of what is arguably the second greatest assassin in the Marvel Universe. Good luck. Better hope she don't change sides.
I think we're safe.
Whew. Okay. Gotta.
You okay? Oh, there's the electric fight. She's fighting back. Ain't happening.
No.
I can see you formed a kind of bond. I promise you it's temporary.
Whew.
Elektra.
They will disappoint you.
Jessica. Like it or not, you belong out there together.
Take this gal. What is with you and him beating women?
No, I just.
Like you were fixated.
I was looking at the scene to see what she was trying to do.
She was trying to fucking punch his ass. she already schooled his ass in the TV show in the series.
Close the eye. Ah!
She already told him his chi was weak in his own show. Yeah, she sold that punch better than most wrestlers we know. Both of them did, including the old lady. I'm not gonna hug.
I'm not hugging you.
Now we will finish it.
Look, this is just Jessica's alcoholic scene. That's pretty much all of her scenes.
It's been a long week.
I'm glad I can make that better for you, and probably scratch some of our listeners. You okay?
I'm great. It's just.
Well, you're the one who brought up that hairline, dude, and you got me started making
The hairline dude was funny, and then we got to the punching of the chick thing, and it's like for 99 cents.
Well, no, because we'd watched the trailer, we were going back through it, and I was like, huh. We stopped at him punching that one chick, and I was like, huh. He kept going, I saw him fighting Elektra, I was like, huh. And then he fought Madame Gao, and you paused it, I saw Madame Gao, I was like, this motherfucker got problems. Clearly, he has daddy and mommy issues.
Clearly.
You don't see Batman abusing. Well, hold on. Never mind. Let me be quiet. I ain't gonna say shit. Danny Rand, if you're listening, please get help. People out there care about you. And we're worried about you. Not me though. Not me at all.
Not you.
Not since watching that fucking show. Every other Netflix show has raised the bar in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Daredevil gave us awesome fights and great fucking camera work and a good story. Second season gave me a fucking Punisher that was awesome. Jessica Jones was probably some of the best storytelling, got nominated for a fucking Emmy. Luke Cage was probably the best new version of blaxploitation done properly and was some of the best characters ever.
Yeah.
And Iron Fist was a show on Netflix, part of that group.
So how long do you think the Defenders are actually going to... I mean, it's going to be a huge success. It's more than likely. But are they going to do just one season and they're going to go back to the individuals, or are they going to continue?
Oh, they've already announced that they're already filming Luke Cage season 2. They're already filming Jessica Jones season 2. They announced that Iron Fist is getting a season 2, and Daredevil's had a season 3 for just waiting for them to finish this.
And then we got Punisher.
And Punisher's sometime later this year, supposedly. But you're not going to get the Daredevil. Luke Cage
So let's take a look.
Jessica Jones.
I will give it to WB for coming out with Flash, and Arrow, and not the Defenders.
Legends of Tomorrow.
The Legends of Tomorrow.
And picking up Supergirl when it was going to get canceled.
Yeah. So they pioneered a lot of the superhero shows to this current generation, this level.
Pioneered is putting it hardly.
Well, to this level. Because it kind of rebirthed a lot of the superheroes from the DC, like Green Arrow.
Green Arrow ain't never had a life outside of a DC comic book.
No. He actually hasn't. Other than cartoon and comic, he's not had any kind of life. This brought it to life. Flash got it better for it. Supergirl, I think, was fantastic.
Supergirl's hilarious. It's fun.
I don't know why they were going to cancel it, and then luckily WB picked it up.
Because CBS hates ratings. I don't know. They were going to get rid of it, and they just moved it over to CW.
Hey, Lauren picked it up. So now, and then
Defender's totally getting a goddamn season 2. I guarantee you. I guarantee Vicky was like, yeah, I guarantee there'll be a season 2, and they'll probably add a few people.
Who else could they add to the Defenders? That would be
Punisher, Ghost Rider, Moon Knight.
Ghost Rider's
still Marvel. They can roll his ass right over to fucking Netflix.
No. I'm just saying he was part of the. If they,
Last season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I wasn't going to say they got roll over that version because I like that version. I like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.'s version of Ghost Rider. I thought that was really cool.
And Brad brings up a good point. Calling it Pioneered is kind of awkward because I know that whole kind of Smallville thing and.
Well, that was still WB.
Sort of, but yeah.
It was CW, WB, whatever it is. All the same. That was still them. I mean, granted, if you want to go all the way back,
but if you're going that way, you have to understand that they are also owned by the same company. So it's different than trying to put out stuff and you don't own a network.
And I did say of this generation, because, I mean, Smallville was...
Still the same generation.
No, it really was.
It ended like 7 years ago, dude. It hasn't been gone that long.
I haven't watched it in long
And to be fair, Smallville didn't really make anything happen because the Wonder Woman pilot from that shit didn't work. The Aquaman pilot from that shit never got air. The Arrow they have from that shit didn't get a fucking thing.
Right.
So, but again, it's a lot easier when you own the content completely and you take Arrow and make him Batman Light. Because about the only thing that matches from Arrow to the actual comic books is his name is Oliver Queen, and he likes to fuck around. He's a man hoe. He's just a hoe. I ain't gonna quantify that shit. He's just a hoe.
Now you got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then Fox is coming out with a new series called The Gifted.
Yeah.
Which during our
it's in
second,
the X-Men universe, yeah.
It is in the X-Men. They even say the word mutant. They say it all because I watched it a few times to make sure to see if it was one of those was it X? What was that one show called X? Was it X Mutant or Mutant X?
Mutant X.
Mutant X that was horrible.
Well, Mutant X was a syndicated show, and syndicated shows are never good. That was Fox testing the waters, and they didn't give it a full fucking try, and it was shit.
Oh yeah.
This is before the renaissance that came with Nolan's Batman and Marvel and fucking Iron Man.
Right.
After that, it was fucking doors got blown off everything, and it was comics everywhere.
Right.
So honestly, we can thank Nolan and fucking Jon Favreau. Because if Nolan hadn't done Dark Knight, and Iron Man hadn't been balls to the wall awesome and shit, no, we wouldn't have any of this shit.
You're being told to preach, son, preach.
Oh, B's known me since I was, what was that, 6th grade, 5th grade? Jesus Christ. I have known you over 30 years. That's just disturbing.
So he should be at the roast for you too.
I'm pretty sure if he's not at the roast, it'll be a really depressing roast. He has all he has stories from long before I had a personality and was the quiet guy in the corner. All I did was sit and read comic books. He was actually there when I got my first comic book. It was a Punisher comic book. Well, not my first. It was the first one I actually wanted to get. But yeah.
Do you still have it?
Totally. Yeah. I can't sell it. It was useless. It was Punisher killing a priest. He was a dirty priest. Apparently, Bad, there's going to be a roast of Jamil after a conversation that happened 2 weeks ago on the show of everyone trying to tell stories about me and me just going, okay, fuck it. Just get everybody together.
Yeah. It started by Frank. You know Frank, Bat. Big Frank from like some of the conventions we work with. Starting this body pillow thing, and then Jamil's face was on it. Then it turned to Body Pillows Matter. Then it turned to Black Body Pillows
let's
Matter.
Be clear. Frank bought the pillow. Then fucking Kendrick, our favorite person ever, Brandon, decided to make it Black Pillows Matter, Body Pillows Matter, make Jamil great again. He was hashtagging the ever-loving fuck out of that shit. And then Trey joined in, and then Jeremy joined in, and then fuck all of y'all. So, fuck all y'all. I'm waiting for it. Just understand, I get jokes too.
So it turned into stories coming out, and the roast of Jamil, done in the old Dean Martin style roast, not this new fangled bullshit, but the old school style where everybody gets up, tells jokes and stories, and moves on. We're trying to put this together, and we want to put it on film. What? Wait, what?
That just hashtagged the condition.
The condition was a part. We were talking about all the hashtags we've created. Yes.
Yes, I know, B. It's been 30 fucking years. We're old. Shut up. I remember when I met you, motherfucker.
So the idea is to either get film of everybody telling stories in a quick 15-minute roast, or actually do it not live. I actually want to record it and do it right.
Oh no, do it live.
You want to do it live?
We'll totally get banned in 7 countries.
We already are banned in 7 countries.
Which 7?
Actually, we're only banned in 3 right now.
Which are?
Germany.
Yes.
China. And
Papua New Guinea.
No. India.
Oh, really?
India.
Fuck their tech support.
But we have underground in Japan because our website shows the hits there. We have underground in China because our website shows the hits there. And I really don't care.
We're big in the underground market in China. I just want to put that out there. Us and bootlegs.
I want to find a video of us being translated. There's somebody's either doing.
Oh, that's gonna be awkward, especially my fucking rants. That's gonna be some awkward.
They gotta find this big. You play blackface. You play whiteface. Go.
It's trans.
I don't know.
I don't think they're gonna try to match the voice. That would be awkward.
Hang on just a second.
Are you okay? The chicken story is not whatever you think it is, B. Dear God. At no point did I do some preacher type shit where there's a story of the day Jamil fucked the chicken. What?
It's a question I gotta answer later because I have no idea the answer to it.
What's the question?
Nothing to do with the show.
Yeah.
I forgot what we were talking about now.
We're blabbing about the roast. And
yeah.
We're gonna continue talking about
So
shit.
I assume Bat is gonna want to be a part of this. We already knew that portion. Trey said he wanted to definitely be a part of it somewhere, somehow, whether it's a video or something. He said he had something, but he went.
And Kendrick went and dug
Kendrick
went and dug up the high school goddamn yearbook photos.
Was that Kendrick? I thought that was Mark.
That was Kendrick.
Okay.
Kendrick went and pulled out the actual goddamn yearbook and scanned it. It wasn't a goddamn thing.
Because originally it was starting as "This Is Your Life," and he's like, "Oh hell no, I'm not doing This Is Your Life."
This Is Your Life leads to me killing myself right after. Nothing good happens after Jamil Sneed. This is your life. Oh God, what have I done? I've wasted 40 years. All I have are X-Men comic books and nightmares about X-Men comic books. Why, God? That's what happens if you do This Is Your Life. Think about all the money I could have spent on other shit like liquor. Can we do tales of underage drinking and gaming? Well, no shit. That was high school. We can do tales of underage drinking and gaming, although I don't know how you underage game. You can do all kinds of stupid shit. I don't give a fuck. Literally, if there's a story to be told that'll get me in prison, I hope none of you motherfuckers are stupid enough to tell it. Hopefully, statute of limitations is passed. It's been 20-some odd years since I did anything massively stupid that most of you know about.
We all have those stories.
Yes, yes, we do. We can always call Gloria because she's the one who used to get me drunk in high school. First period English. I passed the class. That's all that mattered. I wasn't drunk by the time I got home. Or by gym. Mostly. Depends on what she brought that day.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, John. Yeah, Jeremy's already in it. He's already said he's in it. And, of course, John is more than welcome to you big, giant fucking redneck.
Telling you, it would be. I don't know if I want to even do it live. I think I should do it, record it, so I can get in high def. You know.
Yes, for the DVD release. Coming to you in 4K, watch Jamil's friends roast him.
That or pay-per-view version.
And then watch Jamil turn around and roast the ever-loving shit out of them back.
This is why I'm going to be the host.
Bitch, the host gets shot too.
I know, but not as bad because I'm not going to go after people.
I will take shots at everyone there. People watching, I'll be in the chats, just like, ha ha, that was funny. Fuck you. And just be picking on people.
Oh no, I think we should actually do it right, put it together correctly, and then actually turn it into a pay-per-view style thing for the first time. Be like $1.
I love that my life is so exciting to get to goddamn roast.
It is.
Like, I'm living this shit and going, eh.
Well, I mean, because we talked, everybody on the team in the past should all get a roast. I mean, Bat should get a roast. Ghost was never here, but he should get a roast. Whether he's here or not, we should still give him a roast.
But Ghost roast is simple. How many women have you fucked, and do you remember any of their names? And how many men?
The only reason why I want to do a pay-per-view is so I can pay Neil Patrick Harris to show up as Barney Stinson to host it.
I don't think you're gonna make that much money to get Neil Patrick Harris here.
No, but that would be awesome if I could.
I don't know.
Hi, I'm Barney Stinson, and this is my apprentice.
I don't know if me and Doogie are that close anymore. There was some bit of a beef in the 90s. Don't ask.
No, I gotta ask.
No. Court order.
What?
Court order. Can't talk about it.
Yeah, whatever. I don't believe it.
Believe you want to.
Court order.
Vicky says, I'll buy that for $1. And I'm going to watch RoboCop later. Thanks. That's what I needed to do is be reminded to go watch RoboCop.
You have to watch RoboCop?
87, not 2012.
I was going to say,
watch that one too.
you have to watch RoboCop?
Vigor said, I'll buy that for $4.
Ah.
Every time I hear that phrase, I kind of want to watch RoboCop. Mostly because I like seeing old Dallas. I mean, old Detroit. I mean, Dallas.
Yeah. Detroit, Dallas.
Same difference.
D's a D is a D. But yeah, so that's something that I have wanted to do, but I've got to get some people.
Look, I'll let you coordinate that shit. I'm just going to show up. What? I'm just going to show up, and I'll give you numbers if you need them, except for one number.
I know, one number.
Mm-hmm. She does not get involved. She knows all the shitty stories.
Well, no plan to call whoever she is.
That's good.
Who the hell she is. You already said your mother was not allowed to show up. I was already told. Hold on. I was already told by all your friends that would be a fatal mistake because to hear half the stories that they have, your mother may or may not even know of.
She knows most of them. I'm usually honest after the fact of when she can't punish me. Like around age 28, all the stories came out. It was payback for how when I was 18, they stopped filtering shit to me. So I decided, well, it's been 10 years. Allow me to share with you my high school. How much liquor did you drink? A lot. A fucking lot.
I didn't drink a lot in high school. I didn't.
You fucked up high school. That's the perfect time to drink.
No. I was introduced to weed at the age of 16 and spent 6 months going, well, this is interesting. And the rest of the time going, everybody else get high. I'm like, yeah, y'all go ahead. I'm good. I just didn't find it really appealing.
I did. It was glorious. It made Shakespeare way more entertaining.
Well, I mean, it is Texas. We're changing everything. Starting September 1st, you can carry swords and axes.
Like, how bad's like, yeah, let's not get his mom in on that.
Is that what he said? But why not? No, I understand.
Because you want to live, I assume.
Anyway, that is a plan. We'll do it. I just got to get everybody at some point to either all in one place or get them all together.
Isn't that all in one place?
On film.
So what's next? Oh, yeah, they're making a Flash movie.
Oh, are they?
It's going to be Flashpoint.
Oh, is it?
The story they just did
Live
on the
action?
TV show. Mm-hmm. The one they just like the one they just did on the TV show.
With the new kid?
Yeah, the kid from the movie.
I like Flashpoint. I think it's a great story. I
did
know.
too, the first 17 times I saw it. Because you know what Flashpoint means? Flashpoint means I have to see the fucking Waynes die again at least twice. You know how many times I've seen Martha and Thomas Wayne die? I'm traumatized by it.
You don't say that name.
Fuck Martha. Yeah, I said it. What you gonna do, Batman? Become real and get busy? I'll just tell you my mom's name is Martha and you'll leave me the fuck alone. Fucking bitch. What kind of Batman decides to fuck a bitch up then stops? Kind of half-ass bullshit Batman says, I'm gonna kill him. Wait. We have one thing in common. I'm not gonna kill you. We're besties.
And then
Wanna have s'mores?
in the next movie, I say how you're a beacon of light.
An influence and a beacon of light.
Yeah. Yeah, you completely destroyed a city. And I declared
that
vengeance against you.
That beacon of light is the nuclear fallout from his fight. That's the beacon of light he cast. Because I was totally behind Batman right up until he stopped trying to kill Superman. I was like, hey, this is possibly the best Batman ever. Up, here it comes. The CUDA. Martha. Oh, bitch. You bitch motherfucker. I hope Darkseid's mom's name isn't Martha, too. Maybe Steppenwolf's real name is Martha. Can't kill him either. I hope someone says their name is Martha just so you can stop and rethink your plan. And maybe decide killing you just not what I wanted to do. We have so much in common, random demon from a parallel world who came here to destroy us. We both have mom's name Martha.
Will we see Darkseid?
You'll probably see him at the end.
Probably. They'll probably do a Thanos thing.
Yeah. Oh, they won't do it right. It'll suck. Again, I've come to the conclusion, Marvel has understood for years how to make money. They give you a story, then they add bits and pieces, and they go, oh, you like that? Well, let's try this. DC goes, here's everything. Please love us. Tell us we're good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Marvel's really smart, so they actually released the contract, limited information on the contract details of Spider-Man Homecoming. So, Spider-Man Homecoming, while filmed and made by Marvel, Sony gets all the money from the box office. But Marvel, in their infinite wisdom, retained all the rights to all the merchandise, which is where the money's at.
Sony's a fucking idiot. Jesus
They did.
Christ.
Now, they have complete rights to Spider-Man, this version of Spider-Man, to use in other films, but they will not be using him in the Venom or the Black and Silver. Their part of the contract with Marvel is that they had to make a Spider-Man related film within 5 years of each other. Otherwise, it reverts back to Marvel. This was the agreement back in the 90s they did when Marvel's stock crashed and they started selling off.
Yeah,
They're biggest. Fantastic Four, X-Men, and Spider-Man. The three biggest names that they had in their
they
arsenal.
sold off everyone.
Well, those
They
are
sold it for anyone who would get bought. So you got a Blade movie and all the other shit.
right. Well, these were the 3 biggest titles that currently they have. They've kept X-Men alive by using the phrases of mutants and X-Men's over and over and over, and Logan's and
Well, part of the
Wolverine.
contract with Fox was that Fox gets the rights of anything labeled a mutant. So anything that Marvel labeled a mutant, any mutant in the comic books, they had access to, and no one else could use them for film.
Right. But Sony and Marvel came together, and they said, hey, look, we're going to do Spider-Man. Where we want to do we get him. So they got him for, he will be, we already know that for a fact, he will be in the Avengers Infinity War. They got him for the Captain America. In trade, Marvel would produce Spider-Man Homecoming, and they would incorporate Iron Man and Captain America into it, which they did. Wasn't huge roles, but it was very plot-worthy roles. Anyways, so part of the deal was Sony got all the box office money, which they did.
Enjoy it.
But Marvel said, in turn, we get all the merchandise rights. And if you haven't ever looked it up, Spider-Man is the #1 top-selling piece of merchandise in Marvel history.
Oh, shit.
It sells more than any other comic series, brand, anything. Spider-Man is #1. So while, yes, they'll make maybe $1 billion in box office and DVD, because DVD is part of that hit portion that Sony will get, the $15.2 billion investment that they're going to get, and this is according to their own contract, Marvel's going to win out because they're going to get all the merchandise rights too.
Of course Marvel's going to win out.
So now here's a question coming forward. The question was, since they got Spider-Man, were they going to be a part of the Venom saga? No, Sony is 100% not putting Venom. They're going to be in the same universe. Venom and Black and Silver are going to be in the same universe as Homecoming as far as storyline goes, but they will not have any incorporation. There's no plans to show Spider-Man in either one of those films.
Well, but the problem is to incorporate them in the same universe also means incorporate them in the MCU.
Right.
Spider-Man is firmly in the MCU.
Yes, it is. But that is the reason they are playing it off of the Homecoming. Everything was there, but they are not going to have him actually show in this world. So that actually came out right before San Diego Comic-Con, a huge release of it and all the details.
Well, that was fantastically stupid.
Marvel wins, regardless. They were so desperate that there was actual reports of when after the Amazing Spider-Man 2 had done so badly that they had scrapped any chance, because they were going to do the Amazing Spider-Man with Venom. They had a bunch of plans with them.
Bunch of shit planned for that shit.
Right, but because it tanked so bad, they scrapped any future project. But to hang on to the Spider-Man brand, there was a rumor and a script built, and you can see the script online if you go look for it. A spin-off series following Aunt May.
To be fair,
A movie about Aunt May from her side, from Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. It was her side of the story, going through everything. That's how desperate they were getting. It was a super low budget, under $50 million to build this one, just to hang on to the brand and the name, because they could not figure out how to get it any better. Yeah.
I don't know. You make the character a high schooler and make him entertaining.
Well, I mean, Marvel did it right. They absolutely did. And if you still have not seen Spider-Man Homecoming, please go see it, because I'm not holding back next week.
But,
Sorry.
So
I've been wanting to talk about that movie for 3 weeks
Sony
now.
gave up the billions and billions of dollars for merchandise.
Right.
So that Marvel could come in and fix their shit.
Right.
All right, dude.
No, I mean, it's the only way you're going to incorporate Spider-Man into Marvel and have him do it right and not lose, because otherwise they were probably just going to constantly losing money and losing this franchise. I mean, Sony can only put so much money back into stuff before eventually it becomes, Spider-Man with the little rope thing that we saw in the Mexican version of it, and the car and the mech from the Japan series, before it goes really, really outrageous.
Topher Grace's Venom wasn't outrageous.
Oh no. Have you seen the Japanese version of it? Yeah.
It's
Okay.
highly entertaining. The CGI third act of Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Okay, well, yeah. Poor Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, my ass, he got paid. Pretty sure he's okay. He went on to do some other shit. He was in Baby Driver. He's okay.
Yeah. Which was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wow, Sony. Why don't you just sell the rights back?
or, you know, because there was the rumor a long time ago when they first started this is like, okay, so Marvel's got it back. No, they're splitting the cost, and that they were going to split the box office. They were going to split everything down the middle, and that was a rumor. And to be honest, that made perfect sense of what they were going to do. No, Marvel said, nope, we want you to keep all the money. We'll make it for you. We don't even want you to cover the cost. They didn't even cover the cost. Sony didn't even pay for the production of the film. Marvel paid 100% for it. Okay?
Yeah,
100% for it. In turn, they got the merchandise rights for Spider-Man. Now,
$140 million to put in to get $15 billion
right.
back.
Yeah, well, that wasn't known yet what the actual number would be back. $15.2 billion is currently where it's sitting right now and forecast in the next quarter. For the Christmas quarter, from the movie being announced and the products all starting to come out to the end of the Christmas quarter, which is January of next year, $15.2 billion.
This entire conversation is why Sony should not have the goddamn contract. Fucking Nimrod.
So here's the next.
Gave up
Whoa.
complete merchandising.
So here's the next rumor, and this will make your brain hurt. Sony's looking to do the same thing with Fantastic Four. Or sorry, Fox is looking to do the same thing with Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Fantastic Four merch doesn't sell. It doesn't.
I don't know.
No, I can tell you it doesn't.
And I know it doesn't sell, but it doesn't mean that if Marvel comes back in and takes over, it's not going to change something.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get that kind of a guarantee in return. Because
No, but we don't know what that contract's gonna look like. They could be like, we're gonna split the cost down the middle because it's not with Sony. Sony, you know, they knew what they were going into with Sony, but they don't. Fox may be looking at this as like, if we're gonna keep this thing, we got to figure out how we're doing right.
You know, you could just let it go.
But they don't want to. They still are making very little, but they are still making money.
They did not make money.
They're still
on the last
recouping.
movie.
I mean, there's still people buying DVDs around the world. They're still trying to recoup the loss of just building a film.
That movie had to cost $150 million just to make, not including marketing for that piece of shit.
$175 million is what it was for Fantastic Four. The $175 million build, their box office walked out with $101 million worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
So they still have a lot to make up.
They're not going to make up that much money.
Well, I don't know what they did in merch. I don't know about that. So
I can tell you they didn't do shit in merch because merch sells if the movie's good.
No.
If the movie's bad, merch
And actually, I
doesn't
think
sell.
the worldwide box office was lower. I had to go back and look it up. But I think the box office was actually like 77 or 78. That was worldwide. Because I think China was actually the one that made it break 50. Or actually was the majority of it. So. But yeah. So there are talks of that, whether they do that with X-Men. Because X-Men's going to have to do a reboot.
They won't do it with X-Men.
Who knows?
They won't.
We never thought they would ever do it with Spider-Man.
They won't do it with X-Men because they've just had 2 movies in a row that slaughtered the box office. The best bet that they had is Sony fucking up with Spider-Man 4 times in a row? 3 times in a row?
4.
2 was good. Doc Ock was a good movie.
Fair enough.
The last 3, yeah. Sony fucked up 3 straight times, and one of them was a reboot. That was easy. Fantastic Four has sucked every single fucking one of them. X-Men are tepid. They make money, but the last two were both critical and financial fucking success. They're not selling shit back on those. Guarantee you.
Well, Logan was a standalone. Hank, just hear me out. Logan was a standalone, and Deadpool was not X-Men in my head. It was separate in its own
It's
thing.
all their money. They don't care if it's X-Men. They care if it's money they make.
Yeah,
they
but
made the movie.
But X-Men 1, 2, 3, first class, second class, blah blah blah.
To be fair, ever since Days of Future Past, their movies have been better.
Days of Future Past just fixed a lot of problems that they had. But if you're going to, we don't know what's going to happen. I'm speculating here.
They have a New Mutants movie coming out next year. They've got the new Phoenix fucking saga coming out the later that year. They're not stopping X-Men. They're not selling X-Men back. X-Men.
I never said they were selling it back. You're getting me totally wrong.
They're
here.
not going to make a deal to lose money on it. They're not going to make a deal to give the rights back because they have no reason to. Because the X-Men movies, for all their faults, still made money.
And Sony didn't give the rights back. They don't have the rights to it. They have the ability to use.
There's no bargaining base.
Well,
there's no stance to bargain from. Marvel can't say, well, we can make a better movie because they'll just say,
to be honest, before Homecoming, before this even came out, before Spider-Man was ever known, you would have said the exact same thing about Spider-Man.
No, I flat out said Marvel would make a better goddamn Spider-Man.
No, and Marvel would have made a better X-Men.
Of course they will.
You're missing the argument that we never knew that was a option that was ever going to happen, the release of it. So we have no idea what's going to happen. Who knows?
Your numbers are off for Fantastic Four.
What was it, Fantastic Four?
Production budget was 120 worldwide. Well, foreign fucking sales was 111. Domestic was 56.
Domestic was 56.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So it still made a profit.
Barely. Well, then I looked at old numbers then.
Either way, I don't see any reason for Fox, the cockiest, most assholish group on the goddamn planet, to go, well, we're fucking this up. We need someone else to fix it. That's the entire reason why they keep doing X-Men movies. As bad as X3 was, as much as everyone disliked that shit, as low as the fucking returns were on it, and they still made a profit, just not as much as the first two, they still make money. I almost guarantee if I look at this list of all that shit, they have at least made back half over what they paid. Well, it's not a smash. They cleaned up on Deadpool, and they cleaned up.
Yeah, I know they cleaned up on Deadpool.
And they cleaned up on fucking Logan. And now that they realize that they can do R-rated movies as long as they do them well, game over. They have no reason to even
Hey, we have Thanos and Cable, the same person, so it's going to be interesting.
Not really. He does lots of roles. He's an actor.
I know. I ain't gonna be cocky about it. I understand that. I'm just saying you have two major. No.
You know what else? You know what else? He was in the Goonies too.
Yeah, I know. But
Thanos was in the Goonies. Totally different movie.
I know. No, it works for me. I swear to God, if he busts out a joke, truffle shuffle, some shit, I'm gonna die laughing.
He might.
No, I'm just saying it. You have two extremely anticipated movies, and you have a guy playing one of the biggest villains in the Marvel universe, and then you have a guy playing one of the biggest. I want to say hero, but badasses in the Marvel universe. And so, yeah, same guy, two spectrums, same MC world. You know, Marvel comic. Marvel's comics.
Chris Evans played fucking.
I know.
Human Torch. So did Killmonger.
Right.
Literally, you can play multiple roles. And they're not.
Why do you think I'm arguing with you? I'm.
Because you like losing?
No, I just think we need to watch the Justice League trailer again just to make you feel better.
Hey, go for it. I had built up a fucking immunity to that piece of shit. Go ahead, put it on.
No.
No, I dare you. Do it. We'll see who's stronger, bitch.
I have to watch Fantastic Four again tomorrow, so I don't want to hear
Why?
it. My boys want to watch it.
That's horrible.
So
I'm sorry.
This will be the third time I've had to watch it. Yeah, you and your sausage party, you have to even fulfill it. I know.
Yeah, let's see. Production budget on Apocalypse, which was by far the shittiest X-Men movie ever made.
Right.
Since Ultimate X-Men Origins. Budget was 178.
Maybe that's the one I read then.
Domestic total was 155. Foreign total was 388 for a total of $500 million. That sounds like profit. Let's see what else we got if we just go looking at all these X-Men films.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Let's see. What came before Apocalypse? Future Past or First Class?
First Class.
Future Past.
What?
Pretty sure.
That came before First Class?
Future Past.
Days of Futures Past was the second one in the First Class series.
No, it wasn't.
First Class was before Days of Futures Past.
I'm going backwards from.
Oh, you're going backwards. Okay, you didn't say that part. Or I didn't hear that part.
Future Past, $200 million to make. Domestic total gross was 233. Foreign was $500 million. Worldwide, $747 million. That's profit. First Class. That's a budget of 160.
Oops.
We're from the Kingsman Tailor Shop in London.
Sorry, that's for next break.
Budget of 160, domestic of 146, foreign of 207. First class was low, but still made nearly $400 million. X-Men Origins Wolverine. This one may shock you.
Hey, look, there's Dave Snowman. Hey, you missed your commercial. I gave you a shout out in a commercial in the first hour.
Doctor Strange Khan versus Lieutenant George Kick. Ah, God damn it.
Kirk Thor.
Fair enough.
Doctor Strange Khan versus Lieutenant George Kirk Thor.
X-Men Origins Wolverine. Production budget 150. Possibly the worst X-Men movie ever made, right?
Yeah, I mean
X3 is close.
X3 I still think is the worst in my head.
$179 million domestic, $193 million foreign, total of $373 million. Still a profit. Last Stand, man, Last Stand sucked so much ass.
Yeah, that
was some shit.
But I'm sure it got a lot because everybody was like, "Oh my God, it's the Phoenix."
$210 million to make.
Right.
$234 for domestic. $224 for foreign. Still $459 million. And then we go to X2 and X1, which I guarantee made fucking money.
Go to Deadpool real quick.
No, I can tell you Deadpool off the top of my head. $56 million to make, made over $750 million. That's worldwide.
That's profit, damn it.
It's all profit at that point. That's massive profit from a movie they didn't want to make.
And if Ryan Reynolds could, I wonder if he got a backdoor deal, like you get a percentage. That'd be fantastic.
Oh, he fucking did. He earned it. He earned it because they didn't want him to make the fucking movie, and then he forced him to make the goddamn movie by releasing that shit.
And don't forget, Wolverine was an elite hacker.
Yeah. Wolverine did get leaked.
Yeah.
And still made a fuck ton of profit. So,
no,
the movies suck.
No, elite hacker, as in like Swordfish.
No, leaked.
Leaked. L-E-E-T.
Yes, Wolverine was a elite hacker who released the movie 2 months before it came out.
Oh.
I remember because I watched it before they had the CGI in it, and I realized it was shit anyway, and I still went to the goddamn theater and saw it.
I thought he was referring to...
There was no hacker in it.
The commercial I did for you, Abe, was during our break, we would play like trailers and stuff like that. I actually put in Duck approved by you. It was Iron Eagle 2. So, yeah. Either way, it was one of your videos. Anyway, we're going to take our... yeah, see, he was referring to Swordfish.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, he just liked to fuck to that.
Swordfish was a good movie. Anyways, we're going to take our next break here. When we come back, we're still going to talk about the Pokemon Go Fest and how epically failure went. If you want to read up on it, go check out our website, oneupds.com, and give that a shot. If you missed any of the trailers we did before, they're all over YouTube, but we do have some of the trailers on our website, so check that as well. Like and subscribe if you haven't already done it to our YouTube channel. Like and, befriend us on Facebook if you haven't done that. If you're watching us on Twitch, go ahead and like us. We do have gaming that we do, even though I had some audio issues. And we still are going to give away a copy of Dead Rising 3 tonight to somebody who is currently watching the stream. So if you do have a PC that can play Dead Rising 3 and you want a copy, make sure you message either on our Facebook or on our YouTube, and we're going to add you to a list, and then we're going to randomize and give it out at the end of the show. It is a full copy of the Dead Rising 3. So we'll be back here in a few minutes, guys.
We're from the Kingsman Tailor Shop in London. Maybe you've heard of us?
Today marks the beginning of a new age. Wait, I'm gonna show you. Say goodbye to the Kingsmen.
Kind of got a bit of a save the world situation here.
Welcome to Statesman.
As your American cousins, we'll be working side by side.
Let's get started.
We've got brains, skills, skipping rope.
It's a lasso.
Whatever. American.
Yeah, it is.
Manners maketh man.
Do you know what that means?
Now the game's simple. The best ones are. You want mercy? Play by the rules.
Any identification on the victim?
Puzzle piece. But Jigsaw's been dead for 10 years.
It's not him. Can't be.
This was on the body.
The truth will set you free.
Help!
I'm chasing a dead man.
Just running scared.
It's the copycat.
Each place we go. So afraid. Live or die. The choice is yours.
You know what happens if we don't follow the rules?
The blood under the fingernails of our victim, John Kramer's the jigsaw killer.
That's impossible.
It was a game. Games can be won. It's Jigsaw.
No, it's not creepy at all.
Why is there a fairy in the bird feeder again?
Good afternoon, officer. Fairy lives don't matter today. That's it right there. Now take the little homie out LAPD style like you do. Oh, and you keep doing all your gangster stuff. I'm just trying to sell my house. Don't worry about that. Everybody's just trying to get along and have a good life. All of the races are different. Just because they're different doesn't mean anybody's better or worse than anybody.
Hey, where's the diversity hire?
I got a dude in my car. I didn't ask for it, but the whole world is watching.
Boy, it's okay. You don't like me.
Man, I'm not out here to be your friend. I need to know if shit pop off that you got my back.
Can't hide it, Wood. Humans have physical tells. Like the face.
What's my face?
The human who needs a lot more conjugal love type face.
Do not wink at me like that.
All Westlake units requesting assistance.
3 Adam 9, show us en route.
Shouldn't we wait for the cavalry?
We are the cavalry.
What is it? That's a magic wand. This is like a nuclear weapon that grants wishes.
That's whatever you want. You want to be taller or shorter? You want $10 million? You're not stealing that wine. You gotta get out of this neighborhood. They're gonna kill you, then me. And that's when the stupid shit's gonna start.
Not afraid of the dark.
The magic wand. We have to secure it.
I'm already knowing ain't nobody got my back.
They don't teach that at the academy.
No, they do not.
I am not afraid, I am not afraid.
They're gonna keep coming.
I am not afraid, I am not afraid.
Let's do it.
Some days I can't get out of my head. That's just the dark side of me.
We might be in a prophecy.
We're not in a prophecy. We're in a stolen Toyota Corolla.
The human whose name is written in this note shall die.
Shall we begin?
The thing about war is, it only works if both sides believe they're the good guys. The truth is, we're not so different. We fight to get back what was once ours. But in the end, and this is the end, it's just a city. You'll get used to watching them fall.
I think we're safe for now. We need to figure out our next move. No, there is no next move.
And there is no we.
What is that? We're not here to eat.
Are those pork? No, the shrimp. Oh, this guy's got pork.
God, you're weird.
I'm not looking for super friends.
Shit.
That doesn't matter. Can't fight these people. Not even with whatever it is your hand can do. It's cheap.
It's not.
They're hunting our friends, our families, and they're not gonna stop there.
More death is coming. And the only thing keeping Manhattan from crumbling to a pile of dust is the four of you.
The war for New York, it's over.
Not yet.
Nice ears.
They're horns.
I can see you've formed a kind of bond. I promise you it's temporary.
Electra.
They will disappoint you.
Jessica. Like it or not, we belong out there together. I'm glad we found each other.
I'm not hugging you.
It's been a long week.
Hey guys, we're back here for the final, really 30 minutes of the show here. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. So if you would like to have a copy of Dead Rising 3 for PC, this is it's a free game. I need you to type into whichever chat you're in, whether you're in YouTube or Facebook. I don't think I have Twitch. Up right now.
And if you're on Twitch, you're fucked.
Type in the word "1UP," and I will have ourselves get all this information, and then we will select. If you do not put in, you're not gonna win. So if only one person puts in 1UP, guess what? Only one person wins. And you'll be seeing your key and everything like that later tonight. So put that information in if you want to win a free copy of Dead Rising 3. We did complete the game, but we have not done the co-op version yet. We still want to do that for a stream, because I haven't done the co-op yet. But I finally beat the game the other night, so that was fun.
Kill all the zombies.
Actually, I had more fun than Mew Mew. Battery in a pipe makes a giant electrical hammer, and I called my Mew Mew and went to town. Loved it. He even does Thor things, jump snares. I love Mew Mew. It was fun. It was a fun game. It got really hectic right towards the end. No, I mean, God. You had to drive all the way around town with the character from the third one. From the second game, and kind of find out that the little girl from the very first game with him was older, and that's who you've been talking to the whole game, and you're in love with now. So, yeah, can't say I spoiled it. It was on stream. So if you want to do it, go ahead and say me into the chat here. We'll go ahead and get it taken care of. So while we're waiting on that here, so we're going to talk about something that happened. We've talked. I lost signal for a second. In the past, we talked about Friar Fest and how the festivities, that was the island of fuckery that occurred. You had an island that basically was supposed to be a giant music festival. It failed. People were abandoned and left to fend for themselves on an island. It was the real version of, Survivor out there for them. Some of them were prissy people who didn't understand that, just get back on your boat or use your cell phone and call a plane. You had the money to get there. But anyway, so up in Chicago, they had a event called Pokemon Go Fest. Now this was sponsored by, part of it was Pokemon Go being involved, Niantic, their parent company being involved, Sprint and Boost Mobile all involved in this. And if you don't know what Pokemon Go is, it is a phone app where you can battle and train and catch Pokemon. And it was this time last year, it was a huge phenomenon. Everybody was playing it. There was nobody who wasn't really playing it, short of maybe him and a few other people. But everybody at least had the game and checked it out, and it was huge. Entire conventions or events were orchestrated. A lot of companies utilized it to have people come out. So finally, they put together this festival. Thousands of people showed up. And when you have thousands of people in one location, what really goes bad with cell phone reception is there's just not enough bandwidth to support it all. So there's video on our website, oneofds.com, a bunch of people chanting, "We can't play, we can't play," while people are on the stage showing battles of somebody's phone or pre-recorded or something. They promised rare monsters, egg drops, medals, a lot of really cool features that you wouldn't get just walking around normally. Well, with everything that went wrong, now I'll give them credit. The event runners actually did right. They refunded everybody back their money because it cost like $100+ to go to this event. They gave also an additional $100, and I think this is where Niantic, the parent company, got involved in Pokemon coinage, which is in-game money, to try to help facilitate the problem. But the line to get into this park, it was a public park that they had rented out, was over a mile long. They had nobody working it. There were people throughout this entire line who were being robbed by locals.
Wait, where were they?
Chicago. Downtown Chicago. Hearst Park, I think it was called. They were getting robbed by locals. They were people that were without water, that didn't have food, that were out there, and it was one of the warmer days in Chicago at the time. Tons and tons of video and tweets were coming out about how bad it was, and nobody was responding to them. Their website still didn't reflect any of the problems they were having. Sprint being one of the phone providers that actually did work, AT&T and Verizon, of course, that's AT&T has one of the larger collection of actual users than Sprint does. They had horrible service. They couldn't get anything done, so they couldn't play the game. Same thing with Verizon. So you go and you pay money to go to the event, and you can't actually participate. I think you'd be a little mad. They're trying to do another festival again. I think this is not going to be in Chicago. It's going to be in California. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it was an epic fail yet again.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
What would you rate that amongst the major epic fails of?
Fry Fest is number one just because you put them in FEMA tents. You put them up in FEMA tents, and you spend a lot more money to go. I would put Pokemon Go Fest at like number 3 behind DashCon.
You think more people were affected by DashCon than they were by Pokemon Go by GoFest?
Well, I mean, DashCon, the entire convention got hit. Like all the attendees were kind of screwed in a way, at least with the Pokemon Go, and they didn't do right by the attendees. At least with Pokemon Go, they tried to do right by by their attendance that they had. They managed to get some sponsorship from actual networks. They weren't just a bunch of group of friends saying we should have a Pokemon Go event and then hosting it. They actually partnered with Niantic. They actually partnered with the right people. They just didn't partner with enough of them to make it work. And a lot of people could play the game, and they still had their stage stuff, and they still had their concerts and their dances. They still had a lot of things that were functionally working.
So
but you just had a good.
Worse than, doesn't make that not as bad as DashCon.
Doesn't make it as bad. DashCon completely like, we can't have a show. You can't have your money back, but there's a ball pit.
Ball pit a con.
Yeah. And then number 4, unfortunately, is NYE. Or, New York. Marvelous NYE would be number 4. And that's actually kind of between 3 and 4 just because of how bad that was. And that, while a lot of the attendees didn't realize, and it still went off, the hotel room situation that occurred with that, where people were being locked out at midnight on New Year's Eve from their own hotels, was pretty bad. So if you were in your hotel room, you just do squatter mode. Just, I'm not going nowhere. And you're fine. But other than that, yeah. And that's all within 2 years, people.
Was that 2 years ago?
DashCon was a little more than 2 years ago. Okay. Yeah, so. But the rest of them were all within the last 2 years.
The rest of them were all
actually, the remainder was in the last 7 months. 8 months.
Yeah, December 31st to now.
To now, yeah.
2017, not the year of the con. It's not a festival or.
Well, I mean, San Diego Comic-Con is going on, and they've got a lot of positive. They haven't had it, but Anime Expo had a lot of negative things to say, but they had a lot of positive. They had a rather record-breaking crowd. Downside was it was 6.5 hour line times.
God damn.
And that's for people who pre-registered. I don't have any information on people who were in line to buy a ticket, so I don't know.
They're still there. We'll get to you in just a moment.
But it's San Diego Comic-Con. Don't worry, we'll get your pass for last week.
Don't worry, we got you for next year.
For next year. So, either or. Nobody wants that game.
No one's watching the show.
No one's watching the show. Yeah, everybody went to bed. Well, fine.
Then that game will roll over to next week.
No, I'm going to give that game away on the stream.
Okay.
When we do our co-op, we'll give away a game. I have more games to give away.
Okay.
I have Humble Bundle has given me quite a few games to work with.
Cool.
Yeah. I still have Dead Rising 1, 2, and the off the record to do with as well. So, because I got 2 of them. I got 2 of the bundles. Well, 1 for me. One to give away.
Yeah, I did grab that bundle.
Somebody made the recommendation that we should get another shield to give away.
No. I need you bitches to donate more if we're going to buy a goddamn several $100 shield.
Well, I mean, if we can grow.
And it's won by Rashad Sneed. That's you, Camille. Oh, well. I ain't seen no rules about I can't win. Fuck y'all.
I'll make the rule.
Shield out.
We give away the...
I give you the box. I ain't going to use the box.
Hi, we're here to give away a shield. Jamil quit. Only way he could win was not being a part of the team.
Shoot out.
Hey, luckily he won, and look who's here to collect this shield. Well, just stay for a while. Do you want to hold it? You haven't held it in a while.
No, I'm good. He's got some armored men there. I'm good.
I do have some Iron Man figures to give away next week for the show. And then what's funny is actually I have a pop I might be selling. I don't have them over here. Oh, yes, it is back there. Somebody wants to buy my Green Power Ranger one.
Well, your pop vinyl?
Yeah. It's the only one he's missing, and he can't seem to find one that's under $400 right now. And I said, well, what's the highest you see? He's like 402. I was like, 400 flat. No, I'll make him a deal. So, well, it looks like nobody wants to win that game. So guess what? Game's off table. Done. That was your free chance to get rid of a game, but everybody bailed out. So we're going to change the spectrum in the coming shows. We're going to start going down to a 2-hour show. Because nobody pays attention the last hour unless
they're probably all watching Game of Thrones.
That's exactly what the problem is right now.
To be fair, I'm gonna do that when I get home.
Yeah, thought about talking about that at the beginning, a recap of one, but
spoiler for Game of Thrones tonight: somebody dies. Guarantee it.
Did you see the Game of Thrones rap?
No.
Somebody recapped all the way up to the current season with a rap.
Nothing's going to beat the recap up until last season with fucking Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson going, did I mention the motherfucking dragons? Like, that literally made my day.
Yeah, yep. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and call it a show here. If you haven't already gone to our website, didn't do that. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't checked out our Twitch, go ahead and do that. We also have, on our Twitch, you'll start seeing more people coming to play. I met a guy last night named Levy who's going to start bringing in Titanfall 2 to our channel. We also have Inappropriate Santa and Code Freak himself. They all play, and we restream them through our Twitch. So if you're always something going on our Twitch, most of the time. If not, we have started to pick up a little bit in that doing that as well. At least I have. He hadn't had time. But we're going to do a co-op of Dead Rising 3 at some point this week, hopefully. Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday.
I'll try.
Anyways, we'll try to do a co-op, maybe here. I don't know. We'll see. But thanks for joining us this week, man. We'll talk to you guys next week. Like I said, check out our website, oneupds.com. Peace.
Deuces.